What is up, guys? It's your boy Mac Dillon back again with another video. And in today's video, I was playing earlier and I thought hard and deep when I was in a village earlier. And it hit me. Why do these villagers seem like the center of everything in this game? Why 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 are they so essential to this game? And why does it seem like we need them, but they need us more? In today's video, I will be investigating the theory, starting now. Okay, guys, as you can see, behind me is a village, and I'm going to be investigating these weird little freaks today to answer the question, why do they need us to run their economy and way of living? First things first, I looked up when were villagers added to the game. And surprisingly, I saw that they were in the game before its official launch, even in the early beta. So, these guys have always been a part of Minecraft. Don't talk back to me, bro. Look at how he's looking at me. I'm onto you. I'm onto you, bro. What kind of trade you got? Anyway, I thought about why these guys were added to the game so early. And I've come to formulate that it seems to me that they've been the most important part of the game. The most important finding of the game. And I don't know why, but that just seems to be the case. What do I mean? I don't know. But I think it all starts with this little thing called dependency. These guys right here, they have, look at me when I'm talking. They have everything. They have everything that you need. Everything that you need to start the best game of Minecraft. For instance, anytime any person starts a world, right? There's three things that come to mind. Get wood, get food, and make a bed to sleep through the night. As you can see, we have wood here, we have a bed here, and 99.9999999% of the time, they always have food. If not in crops, in the chest. And this is the only place in the entire game that you could get all three. The entire game. This is really the only place where you could get a bed, like pre-made, that you don't have to get wool and wood for. And this game has been out for 17 years, guys. 17 years. And this has still been the case, bro. This has still been the case. Why? I think these boys are plotting something. I'm looking at you, priest. Don't hide from me. Or clerk. Whatever you are. Don't ominously stare out that window, bro. I said I'm onto you. I'm onto you. Anyway. So, fast forward to now. Since those 17 years have passed. And you could also trade with them. Now, what can you trade for, you ask? Only OP things. Some of the most essential items in the game. meaning there is no economy without you. Because these villagers, man, they can't trade with each other. They can't trade with anything else but you. So you're essentially the only running cog in the economy for the villages. And what shocks me is that those OP things are things like, for instance, I don't think there's a cartographer in this village, guys, but cartographer, right? They have maps to everything, every essential point in the game, pretty much. They have maps to pillager mansions, which, by the way, are one of the most impossible things to find in Minecraft otherwise. So much so that there is a theory online that they do not spawn at all unless you buy the map from the villagers. And even if that theory isn't true, they only spawn within above the 20,000 block radius. So you have to go beyond 20,000 blocks just to even get that 3.33% chance that it says you get for them to spawn. Do you know how insane that is? But if you get a cartographer, you could just get the map and find it in an hour or so instead of putting in thousands of in-game hours to find it. And I'm not even joking. I've seen people play this game and have thousands of hours in before they even think about a pillager mansion because that's how rare they are. And they also sell enchanted items, which are also really hard to get because you need to have an enchantment table, which requires obsidian and diamonds, and you have to have levels, and you have to have lapis. You have to have all of that for enchanted items, unless you trade with the blacksmith. And blacksmiths just have that. Also, clerks, they have enchanted books. Guys, what's going on right now? Chat. Chat. Am I seeing this in real? In the front yard, bro? Why he kind of like Mr. Clean? LOL. Anyway, some other OP items are from the clerk. You could get enchanted books sometimes. Or it might be the librarian. I might be mistaken on that. But the next reason I have on how you need to run their economy is because this fancy little thing that they have in every single church in Minecraft. And it's this fancy little thing. Hold on. It's this fancy little thing right here called a brewing stand. The only other way you could get access to the materials to get this is if you go to the Nether and kill very hard mobs, some of the hardest mobs in the game, and collect rods from them. Or, you know, just like everything else in this game, you could just come to the village and they just got one chilling here for you, you know what I'm saying? Easy, easy, easy access, bro. Easy access. And how do you get to this Nether, you ask? By building a portal out of obsidian that you could only mine with a diamond pickaxe. That, or once again, you could just go to a stupid village, you know? That's all you gotta do, bro. Just find one. By the way, I also want to reiterate, villages are pretty common in the game. I think they spawn in every 5 or 10,000 block radius, which sounds like a lot, but that's like 3 or 4 villages every 5,000 block radius. And that's just going in one direction. Oh, and another thing, you can only use this brewing stand as the player. None of these villagers, they might play pretend and like stand on it like this and just look down at it, but they don't make actual potions. which is another reason you are a cog in this everlasting economy, chat. Lastly, perfect timing as there is finna be nighttime in this game. There's this thing in this game called mobs, hostile mobs that spawn at night in the villages, and you see these little torches that they have in front of the buildings and every other, 15, 20 blocks on these little poles. Yeah, they are never, ever enough to protect the village. So it's kind of on the player, once again, on the player to put a torch pretty much every 5 to 8 blocks just to keep the village from being destroyed. Dang, bro's tweaking over there. He hit that Steve pack for sure. Anyway, as you guys can see, it's very dark in most spots of this village because I haven't progressed as far in this game, in this world, as I want to. And as you can see, there's quite a bit of mobs like 5 feet away from me. And yeah, they are very hostile to villagers at night. And I'm pretty sure they don't spawn in a village until you find it, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, the second you see that village and you step into it, you are that village's responsibility and they are your responsibility. You are the one cog in the wheel. The only cog in the wheel. Heck, you are the wheel to keeping this village a village, bro. If you don't place torches, if you don't just help defend the villagers, they're just gonna die off. I've played worlds before where I was not being responsible with the village I found, put my house right beside it, put a lot of torches around my house, but not in the village. And 15 days passed in game, and there was not a single villager left in that village. And it had like 15 to 20 villagers. It was a pretty good sized village. So, yeah. I think that's all for my theory, guys. Let me know what y'all think about it. Add on to it in the comments if you want. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to drop a like and sub. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.